What's up, YouTube model car community? This is Lance Lightning coming to you live from Lance Lightning Scale Custom Shop. Here to show you guys my latest project completed, which is the 1940 Ford Coupe. On the box art, it showed you could either build it stock or make it into rusted look, but after seeing Big Boss Jim's videos, I ended up going with more of a hot rod theme to it. So let me show you guys what I got. And the first thing you'll probably notice when I do show you guys is that the hood is off of it, because it's a pain to get that this hood on it with the hood scoops that I put on there. And but I had to put them on there because I thought it completed the look of the air cleaners right here. Because I ended up using let's see, I ended up using the carburetors from Ford 427 or 429 parts pack. So I ended up using dual carb setup, and the carbs end up sitting on top of there, right below the air cleaner, and they're actually plumbed up too. There's a little fuel rail on the bottom, and that goes all the way back to the fuel cell in the back, or the fuel tank. And on the other side there's a throttle cable too, but I'm not sure that's that visible. And I actually ended up custom making this this high-rise intake so it'd sit up on top of the hood. And the engine is also wired up. And I scratch built that master cylinder and brake booster, which the brake booster goes on the back of the carb on this setup that I did. And I also ended up putting spark plug wires on this car. And I had to shorten the alternator, and the alternator hooks up and it goes to the battery. The battery's also hooked up. And on the outside, the paint job that I went is gloss black and red, and fire red for the wheels right here, and then fire red also right here on the wheels, and chrome. And give me a second, I'll actually put on the hood so you guys can see how that looks like. Takes a little bit of getting it in, but finally. Sorry about that. But that's how it looks like with the hood scoop on there. Or I cut out the hood area right here, and then over here on both sides I made heat extractors, so this was a real car, the engine would run a lot cooler, and people can see inside of it, say if it was at a show. And on the rear, that's just how that looks like. Chrome bumper on the front, grille, and then the lights. And then this right here, this is what the stock suspension consisted in the rear. It had this differential, which was like a half thing that I didn't like that much. And then it had this leaf spring setup, which older cars had, which it went from like axle to axle. But I thought since I was going to make this one with a more beefed up engine and needed a rear end, I could go with it. So I ended up putting a Ford 9-inch rear end. And I made the suspension a 3-link suspension, which involves the 2 trailing arms right here, and then this panhard bar. And I actually ended up using from the flatbed kit extra part to put the panhard a little bit higher because it was having clearance issues. And then over here, it has the coil springs, and on all 4 corners I ended up putting disc brakes. And they're all plumbed up also. They all go up to the master cylinder that I made. And then right here you notice this little bar is kind of up. I had to put that in. It was from the flatbed also, because I was having clearance issues with this with the mufflers or the exhaust tips hitting this. And so this one probably wouldn't be able to go over speed bumps if it was real life, but it's more of a drag racer because it has the drag slicks on the rear. And then I painted the shocks blue. And you can see the engine bottom. I painted the engine just gloss red. And then you can see the shocks that didn't come with this model, but I put the blue shocks in there. And that's the only place I could find that they would mount and look kind of realistic. And right there, I don't know if you can notice the disc brakes. I painted all four corners. I painted the calipers red. And you can see sort of the tubes that I used for them to go up to the master cylinder. I actually used the I Love Poker guys how-to video, and I ended up using that as a reference to how to make this. And pretty much all the suspension is painted aluminum just to make it look like it would be lighter. And then you can see this line right here. That one actually goes back to the fuel cell back here. And I guess that's pretty much it. Been watching what you guys have been doing. You guys have been doing a great job and stuff. The only thing I've been working on right now has been the 74 Vega, which is still not really completed, as you can see. I still have a bunch of parts to go. And the only reason it's taking me such a long time to do this because I'm working on two other projects that I haven't told anybody about really. But it's for the autism awareness also. And that consists of, over here you can see the pieces of the Escalade EXT that I'm working on. The EXT body is actually outside. I barely finished primering it. And you can just see I barely started on that. Some of the pieces. And then I'm also working on this 36-foot trailer for it, which I've only primered this, and I'm working on the other parts on the bottom end so I can paint that aluminum, but that's outside. I just finished putting a base coat of black gloss on there so I can put the aluminum, but that's pretty much it. At the end of my video, there's going to be the shout outs to everybody. Keep up the great work, guys, and thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye.